geometry or lines and angles or the properties of triangle. We will be using all those concepts over here to solve this question. Okay, so here into this question it has been given that in the given figure PQRS, which is an isosceles trapezium, right? This is P, this is Q, right? And this is R, and this is S. So PQRS is an isosceles trapezium. So since PQRS is an isosceles trapezium, it's also given that PQ, SR and MN, if this is PQ, if this is SR, and this is M, and this is N, right? All these are parallel to each other. That is PQ parallel to MN parallel to SR, right? And this trapezium is PQRS is isosceles trapezium, right? It's given to you. Now into this question, another data which is given to you as angle SPM is given to you as 70 degree, right? That is angle SPM. This angle is given to you as 70 degree, right? And PQR, this angle, this is given to you, and the value of this is 110 degree, right? Now we need to find the value of angle PMN, which is X, that is angle PMN whose value is X is how much? What is the measure of this angle? This is the question which is given to us, right? Now here students, you can see PQ is parallel to MN and MN is parallel to RS or SR. This is given to you, right? So you can see these are the parallel lines, and QR and PQ will be acting as a transversal, isn't it? Into this case, we can see that PQRS is an isosceles trapezium. So being an isosceles trapezium, we can say that if the angle, this angle will be equal to this one, right? That means angle R will be equal to angle S, because this is the property of an isosceles trapezium. So being an isosceles trapezium, we can say that angle R will be equal to angle S, right? So if angle R will be equal to angle S, then what will happen? First of all, see, this line is parallel to this one, is given. Then if these lines PQ and SR are the parallel sides of the trapezium, then we can say that sum of its interior angle, that is angle Q and angle R, will be angle Q and angle R will be add up, and the sum of these co-interior angles will be equal to 180 degree. And when you put the value of angle Q as 110, then 110 plus R will be equal to 180 degree, and this will give you the value of angle R as 180 minus 110, that is 70 degree, right? That is 70 degree. So here we have calculated the measure of angle R, which is 70 degree. This is 70, right? I hope it's not visible. Let me write it with a different color. It's 70, right? Now angle R is calculated as 70, and PQRS is an isosceles trapezium. So we can say that the base angle, this angle will be equal to this angle, that is R equal to S. So we can say Since R is calculated as 70, so R and S both are equal to 70. In this way, angle S will also be equal to 70 degree, right? This angle is calculated as 70 degree. Now, as 110 plus 70, the co-interior angles are, the sum of co-interior angles are 180. Similarly, angle S and angle P will also form angle P and angle S. The sum of these will also be equal to 180 degree, because PQ is parallel to SR and PS will be acting as a transversal, right? This will be acting as a transversal, and here we can see angle P and angle S will be equal to 180 degree. So we can say that the sum measure of angle P will be equal to 180 degree minus angle S, and angle S is already calculated as 70. So just subtract 70 from it and we get the measure of angle P as equal to 110 degree, right? Measure of angle P is calculated as 110 degree. So here you can see this angle is 110, this is already 70, this is already 70. So we can say that what is the measure of this? This will be equal to, this will be equal to 110 minus 70, and that value is coming as equal to, tell me, 40 degree. So 40 degree is the value of this angle, that is angle QPM, right? So we can say that since 70 degree plus angle PQM is equal to this 110, so we can say that angle PQM is calculated as 110 minus 70, which is equal to 40 degree, right? So angle PQM is 40 degree, this one, right? Now, since PQ and MN are also parallel, you can see these are parallel, and then PM will be acting as a transversal. Then in this case, can't we say that this angle 40 degree plus X will be equal to 180 degree, right? This 40 degree plus X will be equal to 180 degree. So here, let me write this angle PQM basically is QPM. Let me write it over here. It's QPM, because this is QPM, you can see QPM, right? And this is coming as 40 degree. So in this way, this angle QPM, this one plus X will be equal to 180 degree, isn't it? Because PQ and MN are already parallel to each other, right? And this PM is acting as a transversal, and the sum of co-interior angles is always equal to 180 degree. So in this way, angle of QPM, the value of QPM is already calculated, and that is equal to 40 degree, right? So just write the value of 40 degree over here, plus this X, and this will add up to give you 180 degree. So when 40 will be subtracted from 180, you will get the value of X as equal to, tell me, 180 minus 40, which is equal to 140 degree. So 140 degree is the answer. 140 degree is the value of this X. This X is calculated as 140 degree. This is your answer, right, students? Now I hope you understand the solution, and the value of x is calculated as equal to 140 degree, right? Any doubt you can put up into the comment box. I hope I am able to explain you. Any doubt you can abruptly put it up over here, right? Now coming to the second question. The second question is this one. I've already drawn the figure. The second question is this one. Here into this question, ABCD is a square as given to you. ABCD is a square given to you, right? And MDC, here it's M, MDC is an equilateral triangle, right? Now we need to find the value of this x, right? So let me write about the figure. ABCD is a square, right? Triangle MDC is equilateral, right? Since MDC is equilateral, we can say that all these angles will be equal to same and will be equal. So that's why the value of all these angles are 60, 60 and 60, right? We need to find the value of this angle x. How to calculate the value of this angle x? Let us see. Since this is a square, we can see BD is the diagonal to the square. BD is the diagonal, the dotted line. Since BD is the diagonal, we can say that triangle BCD, which is formed, right, in triangle BCD, we can see that this angle C, the value of angle C will be 90 degree, because all the four angles of a square is always equal to 90 degree, right? So since this angle MCD is 60 degree and this is 90, so can't we say that this angle will be 30 degree, right? This is 30, that is angle BCM. This is equal to 30 degree. Now since this angle is equal to 30 degree, this is equal to 30 degree, and BD is the diagonal, that's why in triangle BCD we can say that sum of these angles, that means this angle and this angle, will be equal to 90. How? Because in triangle BCD, let me write, in triangle BCD, angle BDC, this one, this angle I'm saying, right? Angle BDC and angle CBD, that means this angle, both will be added with this angle C and the sum will be 180 degree, right? So in this way we can see that angle BDC plus angle CBD will be equal to 180 degree minus angle C, and the value of angle C is given to you as 90 degree, because this is a square and you are knowing it. So we can say that angle BDC and angle CBD will be add up to give you a 90 degree value. But you can see BC is the side of a square and CD is the side of a square, and that's why the angle opposite to the equal sides of a triangle are always equal. So that's why this angle CBD will be equal to angle BDC, this one, and both of these angles are equal. So from here we can say that since both of these angles are equal and both sum equal to 90, we can say that angle BDC is equal to angle CBD is equal to 90 by 2, whose value is coming as 45 degree. Tell me, will it happen or not? Right? Because this BDC and CBD will be equal. These angles will be equal because these are the sides, these are the angles opposite to the equal sides BC and CD of this square. So in this way, this value is calculated as, here it's calculated as 45 degree. This 45 degree is the value of this angle CBD. And if this is 45, this is 30, and if you consider this triangle, let's say if this is O, triangle CBO. So in triangle CBO, what will happen? In triangle CBO, you can see x plus 30 plus 45. X plus 30 plus 45 will be add up, and this will give you the sum of all angles of any triangle, which is 180. I am saying for this triangle, right? I am considering CBO as this triangle. So here the value of x can be easily calculated. X can be easily calculated as 180 degree minus 45 minus 35. So that will be 75 degree. 45 plus 30 will be 75. And this will give you the value of x as 105 degree. This will be the value of x. So the value of x is calculated as 105 degree. So I hope you like the solution, students. For any query, you can just put up into the comment box. I am always there to help you. And thank you so much for watching. If you find it useful, you can just like and subscribe. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. See you.